Hello, welcome to Unfulfilled with Denise and
Denise.
This is our question and answer episode.
Yes, and we would like to say thank you for everyone who tuned in for season 1 of Unfulfilled with Denise and Denise. We started launching in October 8th, which was our first episode, and we will be starting season 2 December 8th, 2021. And we just want to say thank you guys for being a part of this mission with us, and as we learn as well as educate others with different scenarios, different topics, everything.
Because it has been a great journey.
It has.
We thank you for the
really
listeners.
Great, yes.
Oh God, we just not only in the U.S. now, we are in other countries. So it is so great.
Exactly. So we definitely want to say thank you. And we did have a couple of questions and stuff, and we just want to get feedback so people know that we do appreciate the feedback and the questions.
And we are listening.
We are listening. Exactly. So one of the things that some people kept asking us is, what made us start the podcast?
You want to go first, or you want me to go? Okay,
I'll go first.
What made us start the podcast is we have long drives to wherever we go. So while we're in the car driving, we have great conversations. And so Auntie said, why not let's start a podcast? And
I thought it was a good idea because we had so many great topics on so many things. And I realized that with our age difference, we had different opinions on stuff, and some things we did agree on. And it was like, I wonder if the rest of the world feel the same way. Do people think the way we think? Let's check it out and see. So it did make us want to start the podcast. Plus, we get the chance to talk about so many different things, and like I said, we're just getting started. So it's so much more to that we will be bringing out, that we will be talking about and stuff. Yeah. So this is just the beginning.
Yes.
So really that is one of the reasons why we did start the podcast, because we just wanted to give people views and also hear our views, and to see, if it's something that we can learn as well as educate someone else.
Yep.
With an open mind and not being so stuck on a one way of thinking.
And no judgment, too.
Yes, this is a no judgment zone. Please feel free to say what you got to say and be who you are. One of the other questions that we had was, what was the comfortability of our relationship, being an auntie and a niece? I feel that we have a great relationship. I will say that no, we didn't talk like this. So, when she was younger, of course, it took years to develop some of the conversations that we share today. Right. Now maybe some small things we would talk about as what a kid would talk about, but not an adult, time. She had to be old enough, and we had to make sure that comfortability was there. So, and that took years. I mean, pretty much how she is now. It's been, these last couple of years is when she felt like, oh, okay, I could tell my auntie some things, and, ask some questions and stuff, and felt comfortable doing it. So it was not an overnight thing. We 17 years apart. Right. So, you're looking at me as 47 and she is 30, that, we done experienced some things now. So now we can be on some, have some conversations that kind of can relate.
Right.
When she was 25, or maybe even a little bit less than that. No, we didn't have a lot to relate to as far as these type of conversations, but we did talk about many other things. But, so I would say it did take time and growth, but we had a place where we could talk about anything.
For me, I would say, it's like you said, it took growth for us to get to this place. We have always been able to talk. You have always had the open door policy to talk, but for me, it took for me to get older to be able to say, hey, auntie, this is happening. And, for me to feel like I wouldn't be judged. So it took me a while to get in a comfortable space. However, we are so much alike. As we talk, I realize we are so much alike. So a lot of the things that I go to my aunt and talk about, it's like she already experienced it. So for me, it's a teaching moment, as well as I might have told her something that I did, and she'd be like, wow, really? So
yes, and sometimes I catch her before she's doing it, and I be like, look here, I know what you're about to do because I did it.
Right. So, I mean, it took us a while to get to this place, but I'm loving the space that we're in. So it's just, it makes it all the more better to be doing this podcast with my aunt.
Yes, I definitely agree. And then that comes to the next question. What advice will we have for any other people who have a relationship with a family member or whatever, or just someone really close to that they want to share things, but they want to make sure that that's the right person or whatever like that. And I mean, I think you kind of know a person you could talk to. I'm not going to say because all family ain't family, and we know that all family don't give good advice. Mm-hmm. We know that. And we do know we have to separate the two. Sometimes, I'll tell my niece, if she's wrong, she's wrong. Right. Hell, sometimes she tell me, Auntie, you wrong. And you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't say that or whatever. So we both have to understand that I can listen to her and she can listen to me. Just because you're younger doesn't mean I can't get anything from you. Right. And so when you're dealing with people in relationships like that, you have to know that they can listen just as well as teach. Right. So we both have to be on the same page. So
yeah, I agree. Especially with us. I feel like everybody should have that one person they can talk to because they won't be holding a lot inside. But again, like you said, they have to be comfortable enough to reach out to somebody because that's what set the tone for the relationship. If they're not really comfortable, then they're not really going to speak on things that can be helpful or anything like that. Also, I would say that's what balance in our relationship come into because we are still niece and auntie. I do know how far to go, even though I am grown, but you're still my aunt. So it will never be something disrespectful or anything like that in that sense. But I feel like it has to be a relationship where you can be open and talk about things, but no balance as well.
Exactly. And I definitely agree. And as well as, look, she said, the aunties have to be the same way, or, fathers or mothers, or, cousins, whoever it may be that you feel close to, a sibling, whatever. You have to know the balance. You have to know what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. But like I said, if anything comes to it where you feel that you just need that person, please reach out because we have a lot of people that's not taking the time out to talk to other people they're afraid to, and they're making bad decisions that's costing their livelihoods or others. Exactly. And it's like, hey, find that person that you could talk to, something, and that's how we feel no matter what the situation is. No matter, we talk a lot about different things. Right now we have been focused on a lot with dealing with sex. Right. And a lot of people are so uncomfortable with sex, and we didn't realize that until we got into talking about it, and it was like, wow. And so that was a lot of things that we really kind of realized as we was going, which is one of the questions. What have we learned?
So much my age, older people too. It's just like people who's been divorced. We found out that a lot of people are uncomfortable with certain subjects that we have discussed on the podcast. And
that brings us into our next question of what have we learned with doing the podcast? And that was one of the biggest things. Was wow, so many people are uncomfortable with sex, but everybody having it.
Everybody having it.
To some degree, or they have had it if they're not having it now, or to some degree, or they're gonna have it eventually. And it's like, why so many people uncomfortable with talking about sex? Sex is a beautiful thing, exactly. And I don't understand that. Why people feel that they can't dig into themselves and be who they are. We have episodes coming up that's talking about toys and stuff and this and that. And, a lot of people is against toys in their bedroom. It's like, what's the problem?
When toys help you figure out your body.
Yeah, exactly.
And helps your mate learn what helps you.
But we'll get into that discussion on our season 2 and talking about toys. We're not going to give y'all all the good. Right. But we were surprised. And, some people had told us that, wow, you know what? I didn't even know that worked. Or, girl, I need to try that. I didn't even think like that. And we was like, and then some stuff we heard, and we was like, really? Wow, really?
Yeah.
I didn't think about that like that, So it does let you know that people are all over the place.
Yeah, because a lot of subjects we talked about in season 1 and then starting one with season 2, I realized that I was immature in certain situations. I also realized I was very petty. in certain situations. So the podcast really helped me look at how I handle situations growing up or previous relationships. It's like, the different guests we had on, because their opinions wasn't the same as ours. It helped me, see it from a different view.
Right.
So now I'm thinking back of the person that I did it to. It's like, damn, was they thinking this at the time?
Right.
So I learned a lot from the podcast.
Yeah, because I really was, like I said, when for our first episode with can your thoughts affect your orgasm? Of course I believe it does. And some people, really are mentally blocked, and they just be like, well, I don't have a problem with that. I just go into what I gotta do. I don't care. And so you're trying to figure out, do sex come with emotions? So what is it all about? And so you be trying to figure things out, like, okay, well, if you have a bad day or you have something and it doesn't affect you, then you're questioning what do affect you.
Right.
When would you snap, or when would you feel a certain way? So you're learning a lot, and then especially talking to the opposite sex is really awesome. Because we really get to dive in on what men feel, and I love it. I love it because we are so quick to judge our men and show that and let them feel that we know them so well, but we don't carry what they carry.
To us as emotional creatures are already females.
Exactly.
We don't take the time to really see what a man is feeling or what they're thinking. It's always, well, this is how I feel and this is how it made me feel. So with talking to the opposite sex, it definitely was helpful.
And it's definitely teaching me, because like I said, I'm 47, and a lot of things that I've dealt with growing up, I definitely wouldn't repeat because I'm older now. But also I look at things as I get older and I get into my next phase of maturity. And when I say that, because sexuality, mentally, physically, and who you are in general all have phases and steps. I'll be going into 50, and so for me, I'm like, I definitely don't want to deal with that. I definitely don't want to be like this. I definitely not going to take this from somebody. So you know your balance and your place, but also too, you have to look at so many more things that comes behind that. Okay, who are you dealing with then? Are you dealing with somebody who's in the same level that you are, that ain't gonna deal with that, ain't got time for that, ain't trying to do that? You know what I'm saying? My thing is, I'm trying to lay up, chill, travel, have a good time.
Exactly.
I ain't looking for no baby daddy drama, or no mama drama, baby mama drama. I ain't, I wouldn't even have time for it.
In that
I'm trying to, go be on beaches, you know what I'm saying, laying around, drinking my Moscato, chilling, or my cognac or something. Shit, my look, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, with a lace gown on, and you know what I'm saying, and some sand going through the toes and stuff, and having sex against the damn glass. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm trying to get to the next level. I want to have fun. I ain't talking about no one day experience.
You don't want to be going back and experience stuff you already went through. So,
exactly. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about no let's have sex in the elevator no more shit. You know what I'm saying?
We did it.
You know what I'm saying? On the rooftop. Put me somewhere nice and elegant, and let's do it though. You know what I'm saying? Give me what I deserve, not what you think I should get. So, at the end of the day, so that's what we're looking at the end of the day. You learn so much, and then you see how many men want to do that.
It's willing.
How many men wants to do it. As I talk to so many men, it's like, wow, where y'all been at?
Exactly.
But you know what? They keep finding the wrong women, and we keep finding the wrong men. So it's like, the connections don't connect, so.
It be like, you put you in the mindset, 3 gotta be the charm. This one gotta be it.
No electrical shock or nothing, I don't know what's going on. So it's good men out there, ladies, and men is good women out there. You just have to be, a little bit more approachable, but also too more relaxed to wait and see what's out there too, and don't always pick the first one just because it's available.
And also, don't dictate your previous relationship, your old relationship, on a new relationship. That person is not the same person that you were with before.
Exactly.
Always go in with a clear mind.
Now, one of the next questions that I got, I think, that was kind of funny, but also it was, kind of understandable. They was like, hey, are you guys always going to talk about sex?
And the question is to that, no. However, in some of the topics that we have had, sex is going to come up.
Right. Season 2 is dealing with relationships. So, of course, you're going to have some things that, of course, relationships, what comes with sex? A lot of things happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you're going to get some things. But I think season 2 is going to be more based on a lot more maturity conversation, as far as more intellectual, where you'll get a little bit more of knowledge, a little bit more and I won't say season 1 wasn't, but season 1 we had more fun with it. We enjoyed, you know what I'm saying? You know me, I was quick to say, hey, I'm gonna touch them toes in a heartbeat, so yeah, we had fun. We enjoyed it. It was great. And this was us. We was being real. You talking about stuff that we enjoy. So yes, we was having a good time. Season 2 is a little more lax, but also good. Mm-hmm. It's not going to bore you guys to the point where y'all be like, oh, okay, now they talking about, I don't want to hear this, but you know what, listen to it, because you might just learn something.
Exactly.
So don't take it to to the point of, oh, well, they ain't talking about this no more and this and that, it ain't funny.
Oh, baby, but it'll come up.
It's gonna come up, and it's gonna be good information, but also too, we who we are, real. So when it you might get some goodies out of it, and you might get something you be like, I didn't think about it like that.
Exactly.
So remember that,
because
guys.
the whole point of the podcast is to be informative,
right?
And help people be comfortable with their mate, significant other, whoever they're with,
right?
To be able to talk and be like, okay, especially if it's problems going on in the relationship,
Exactly.
Be able to talk, be comfortable to talk, and we're giving you questions that you might not have thought of to help your relationship.
Or answers.
Right.
Exactly. We don't know how, your situation might take off. We can't say that, your situation is the same as ours or the same as someone else's. We're just opening up the book of what we know. And the people that we have on there, our guests, have been amazing.
Yes, they have.
Man, I love all you guys that have been participants of that.
We have more guests to come this season.
So many people to thank on that one. Definitely, Wood has been on a lot of them, so big props to you,
Wood has
dog.
been a fan favorite.
Exactly, a fan favorite. Oh, and
ugly ass pretty boy.
Ugly ass pretty boy.
Cookie Monster.
Ugly ass pretty boy. Actually, with his, do you like the lights on or off?
His is actually number
one. So people really dug into that one, and they enjoyed it and stuff, and so that was definitely great. Cookie Monster. Oh yes, of course he said he was nasty, and that's what they said.
And
he was
gave
nasty.
you the nasty.
Exactly. So
it raw and uncut.
Exactly. So we just gotta be real, but we
Yes.
definitely enjoyed the people, and season 2 is gonna be even more amazing. And so we're just looking forward to it. We really appreciate you guys. And last but not least, question was, do you guys see yourself doing the podcast long term? For me, yes, because I love to talk. Hell yeah. I love to talk. And we will be going live sometime next year, so you guys can actually get the download for real.
And that's really going to be raw and uncut, unnecessary. Like, you're going to get the day-to-day car ride conversation we have.
So you're going to see it all. We'll probably be doing that towards the summertime of next year. We're looking forward to it. We're just trying to make sure that we get the right equipment and everything underneath us to do it, because we don't want a lot of issues with people joining us and stuff. And so yeah, we're definitely looking forward to more podcasts. We're definitely going to be talking about more than just sex. Like I said, all questions are available. If you have an idea, you want to approach it to us, say, hey, can we talk about this? If you have a topic that you want to hear about, or you want to be a guest on here,
reach out
and talk about that topic, because maybe it's something that you want to hear about and you want other opinions, hit us up.
Right, you can hit us up on our Instagram page at Denise_and_Denise with a 3 instead of a E. And you could just put your topic in there and let us know if you want to be a guest as well.
Exactly. And our website will be launching soon, you guys, so y'all can get some of them intimate items.
Yes.
Right now, you still can DM us, and we definitely can get back with you on that product and stuff. We are a small business. We're LLC, Triple J's LLC.
Well, we sell toys. We sell
Lingerie, yes. We have a couple of items, but we're closing off on a lot of the clothing items. But just keep us in mind, if you're looking for something to twist that itch. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just let us know. We got you.
Let us know. We have stuff for men and women. Mm-hmm. Not just women, guys. Men and women. You heard that correctly.
And we got a whole lot of new products coming soon. So we're getting ready, y'all. So just look forward to us, and we thank you guys again.
Yes, so we're coming back, and we're going to be better. December 8th, be on the lookout for season 2 of Unfulfilled. Until next time, this is Denise and
Denise.
Peace.